Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Super Eagles, we move. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. We're not underdogs. We're Super Eagles. We're soaring so high. Against the lords, we never say never. Fight until we win. And we raise our flags, wave it in the air. Our colors on our backs, we move. Yeah, it's in our DNA. We've got something to prove. It's time to let the whole world know. This Niger, yeah, champions like wow. Yeah, this Nigeria, champions like wow. Yeah, this Niger, yeah, champions like wow. This Nigeria, champions like wow. Yeah, yeah. Listen to this one. Hey, who them be, where them they, them know this. Tell them, make them don't forget your baskets, cause you're giant of Africa. You know that's who we are. Take a bow when you hear our names. Super Eagles, don't show, no. Giant of Africa. You know that's who we are. Take a bow when you hear our name. Attention, don't stop on, no. Super Eagles, we move. Super Eagles, we move.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Woo! What a way to start the show. We move with Super Eagles. There you had the performance from Dotty, the Deity winner, Yellow Star 2020. Great to have you, Dotty. Can you just tell me what inspired that really good song about the Super Eagles?
All right, so I mean, like every young one like me, we've always been following all the competitions Super Eagles has played on, the players that have gone before us, like Kano, Okocha, and all that. I always love what we watch when we see them do magic. So this is me in solidarity and support for my Super Eagles.
All right, the Super Eagles, that's a good one. That's a really good one. The Super Eagles are heading to the African Fiesta. We've seen a lot of Super Eagles players at that tournament. Which one of those Super Eagles players stands out for you?
Oh, okay, so I have two. So
I said one.
I love Victor Osimhen, but also I love, we call him on the streets? Senior man. Like, I like his persona, like on and off the pitch. I just like. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Dorothy, winner of Yellow Star, MTN Yellow Star for the year 2020. Let's get to the show then. This is We Move with Super Eagles, and like you know, it is proudly brought to you by MTN, the official communications partners of Nigeria's national football teams, most especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And as you know, the show prepares you at home for the forthcoming tournament in Cameroon, where Africa's best 24 teams will showcase the beauty of African football. The program comes to you twice every week, so the tournament kicks off on January the 9th, 2022. I'm not doing this alone. As usual, I've got the guys here with me. Akintunde Johnson is here. Whichever way we put it, it still works.
Yeah, same person.
Johnson Akintunde Bada Akintunde Johnson.
Akintunde Johnson Bada. Great to be here. And listening to Dotty sing that song filled me with a lot of nostalgia. I remember 2013, the last time we won, Tubaba actually did a song called The Power of Niger before that tournament. So it might just be happening again on the back of this beautiful song that he's just put it together for the team.
Talking about fire players, who likes fire players? Also, whenever joins us also. Great song at the start. I'm sure you like music. We've talked about music a bit, offset. That was a good one.
Yes, I mean, I love music, and that's why I've been telling Bada to write me a song, because I know he sings as well, but I mean...
Bada sings?
Yeah, Bada sings. Don't you, Bada?
Yeah, sometimes.
Be shy. Don't be shy. But that was a really, really lovely song.
All right, so let's get into it. We'll take a break. Remember, the name of the show, We Move with Super Eagles. When we come back, we will move.
Feel the thrills, and the grills of African football as we move with the Super Eagles of Nigeria to the summit of African football come January 2022 in Cameroon, the land of the indomitable Lions. Catch all the excitement on and off the field of play as MTN, official communication partner of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, counts down to the African World Cup. Join us as we move with the Super Eagles. For more details, follow us on @MTNNG, @MTN Nigeria on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Welcome, MTN, everywhere you go.
Hello, welcome back. It is still We Move with Super Eagles, proudly brought to you by MTN, the official communications partners of Nigeria's national teams, most especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the next assignment is World Cup qualifying. They take on Liberia and Cape Verde in the coming weeks, and that will determine whether or not they will be making it into the final round of qualifying for the World Cup. We've still got the guys here. And by that, they start off against Liberia in Morocco, in the city of Tangier, and then they go at home against Cape Verde. 2 games on paper that the Super Eagles really should be taking maximum points.
Yeah, 2 very winnable games, and I'm quite satisfied with the fact that after the disappointment of losing at home to Central African Republic, we've addressed that away from home in Yaoundé, and the next game is away from home on a ground that should support quality football. The pitch in Morocco.
But don't you feel sorry for teams on the African continent who have to play the away games? If you play a country like Nigeria, you play us in Lagos. And then when you have to play technically your home leg, we play on a neutral ground, which almost favors the Super Eagles.
Absolutely. That's exactly the point I was trying to make. The Super Eagles will probably feel more at home playing in Morocco than even here, because the pressure of the last experience losing at home will still have been there. But they can go to Morocco and have fun, enjoy themselves, win convincingly, and carry that confidence back home to do the business in the other game against
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. I still don't know that the Eagles have settled into the Lagos, ambience. Let me put it that way.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure because for a very long time, remember, it was Abuja, it was Uyo, everywhere else but Lagos. And the pressure of playing in front of the ever-demanding Lagos crowd is always there. When the goals don't come early enough, they're already impatient, and that can begin to play on the minds of the players. And if you lose at home against Central African Republic in Lagos,
that's almost unheard of.
It is punishable, and that's why I feel like winning away in Cameroon and winning in Morocco can win them, the hearts of Lagos fans back before they play that game.
I don't quite know about, but I said something about the game against Cape Verde is a winnable game. Yes, I know that, but if you look at the last time we played Cape Verde, we won 2-1, but if you remember, that game could have ended in a draw. It was an own goal that gave us our win.
Yeah.
So when you say, I wouldn't expect...
You have your fears for the Cape Verde game.
Exactly. I don't want us to look at the Cape Verde side as not like they are not worthy opponents. They are, and I believe that they will bring it tough at home. But my only consolation is the Super Eagles will not want to lose at home again. And of course, the creativity in the midfield has been addressed.
Yeah. Again,
he's coming back.
So, saying it's winnable is not out of disrespect for Cape Verde. Even the away leg, which we won by 2 own goals, they didn't offer anything. They just played 2 banks of 4, had 2 players who got no service up front. All game, they didn't really question our defense, and they were, in 6s and 7s in their own defense, which is why
we got those.
In fact, the second goal is one of the most bizarre own goals you've ever seen in your life, because the guy played the ball back almost 20 yards to beat his goalkeeper. So that sort of team coming here to Nigeria, if they beat the Super Eagles, you disband the Super Eagles, actually.
Let's move on then. Those games, Nigeria play Liberia first, and then they play Cape Verde next. Let's move to Talking Tough, where former Super Eagles coach Clemens Westerhoff and the late Stephen Keshi of blessed memory were advocates of the domestic league. Remarkably, both of those coaches won Africa's football spectacle in 1994 and 2013. In fact, Keshi, who was captain during Westerhoff's era, turned out to be a good student and followed throughout with the same template. Fast forward to 2021, and same team under a different coach, Gernot Rohr, with a different style, preparing the team for his second tournament in Africa. Rohr's style represents a radical departure from the approach of Westerhoff and Stephen Keshi. He has opted not to take a lot of home-based players, and that could be key in this line as the Nigerian team heads to the African Soccer Fiesta. It's talking tough on We Move with Super Eagles.
The problem of the domestic league is they are not playing. If you don't play, you cannot be fit. They don't have a good chance to come into the national team. There are only 1 or 2 games, 3 or 4 for the qualified club for the confederation who's playing. It's not enough. So they don't have the chance for the moment to come.
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
All right, welcome back. It is still We Move with Super Eagles. Up next on the show, we head to the team focus, where every week we will be looking at one of the 24 teams that will be at the African Fiesta. And guys, this week is a quite interesting country, the Black Stars of Ghana. Up until the late 2000s, we always felt that the Ghanaians were rivals to the Super Eagles at the African Fiesta. But of late, I think the last time we played them at the African Fiesta, they knocked us out in the quarterfinals. But after that, I don't think most Nigerians believe that the Ghanaians are a real threat like that.
Not only Nigerians, I think
even Ghanaians
across the African continent, they sort of lost the fear factor back in the 80s when they had some of the finest players in world football. Actually, the Abedi Peles, the Anthony Yeboahs, the Tony Bafos. Those were excellent footballers, and their youth teams were doing very, very well as well. Bronze medal at the Barcelona Games in '92, won a couple of under-17s, won the Under-20 World Cup, the only African team still to have won the Under-20 World Cup. We feared them, you know, and we had legitimate reasons to fear them. But they've sort of declined over the years. They're not the same force anymore. And I think the biggest indictment on Ghanaian football is the fact that they haven't won this tournament since 1982. I'm sure there are few people in this studio who were born then. That's how far back it was. And, you know, it almost beggars belief that a team that's always produced the quality of talent that the Ghanaians have always done hasn't won that tournament since 1982. But they have a new crop, a new bunch, the Ayus, the Pates. I'm sure we'll get into highlighting some of them later. If there's a team that can be a dark horse, maybe they can be. But one thing that actually has worked against them, in my own opinion, is their insistence on going with a local coach over the last few years. I don't think that the quality of coaching has helped them.
All right. By the way, I was around when Ghana won the Nations Cup the last time. Let's look at the group they are at the African Fiesta. They're grouped in a pretty dicey group alongside Morocco, Comoros, and Gabon. The good thing about the 24-country tournament is the fact that you do get to place for the third best placed teams at some point in the tournament. I know, say, Gabon, got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. There's Morocco in there. We know all about them. The Ghanaians have got to be careful in that group.
Yeah, definitely. They have to be careful. But like Bada said, they've got, I think the squad they're going into the African tournament come next year is They've got depth. We've got the Ayew brothers. We've got Thomas Partey, who's doing exceptionally well for club, and I believe he's going to bring that as well to country. So yes, it's quite dicey, Morocco and Gabon, but I actually think they've got the crop of players that can take them all the way. And probably they've seen so many finals. They may not have won the tournament in a long time, but they've seen so many finals in their lifetime. So probably this crop of players will get to take them to the finals. I don't see them winning it. They cannot even win it. I say that categorically.
They brought the old manager back to the sacked Siki Akuna, the
yeah, exactly. I know that, but categorically, I tell you that they cannot win.
Let's start with some of the players that they have coming through. Jordan Ayew, I remember when he first arrived on the African scene. He was about 18. I think his best claim to fame then was that he was the younger brother of Dede Ayew, and they were the sons of Abedi Pele.
Yeah, but there's no doubt in his quality. Last season, for instance, he had a fantastic season for Crystal Palace.
He's most prolific in England.
Yeah, he's had a decent goal-scoring record. What I like about him is that he's one of those strikers who can play just across, the front line. Can play as a wide man. He can play through the middle. He's not the most lethal finisher, but when he plays on the African continent, where defenders typically, are big, physically imposing, and not the quickest, his pace can be an asset. And I think generally he plays better for the Black Stars than he's given credit for.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, so he's definitely one of the lethal weapons that they will be counting on and be hoping that he finds form during the tournament. Between himself, Dede, they have the arsenal, to launch an assault on the rest of Africa for the competition. Where they always falter is in defense. They have a brand of football. They are one of the few teams in Africa who, want to retain that philosophy of being the Brazilians of African football. They like to knock the ball around, not exactly tiki-taka, but they like to enjoy themselves on the pitch. But keeping it tight at the back is always the problem. They haven't exactly produced the best of defenders in recent history. And again, their insistence on going with local coaches, no disrespect to local coaches. I just feel like they need a higher quality of management to bring all of those resources together and make it count at the highest level.
Maybe Milovan Ryback, who's just been announced, there will be the change there. The other brother, Andre Ayew, when he burst on the scene, he was highly rated. It hasn't particularly gone very well with him. Went from Marseille to Swansea. Now he plays in Qatar. This could be his final African tournament. He's running out of time to cap up what has been an excellent year, excellent time with the Black Stars. His father had a great time with the national team. The crowning glory for someone like Andre Ayew would be to lift the African trophy.
Exactly. But we can't take, he's had his experience, he's had his fair share of playing for the Ghanaian national team, but you can't take away the fact that he's a fantastic player. He is versatile. You can see him in central midfield, he's on the wing, he's playing across, he can play across whatever position you put him in. And he is a worthy captain. He captains the Black Stars. He is a worthy captain of that team. And if we're talking about experience, he's had the most experience. He led the on the 20, FIFA on the 20. They won that one. They won the African Championship. He's had the experience, and he's a fantastic player. At Al Sadd, he's been there for 3 months. He's already equaled his father's record at the club. So he's having a fantastic ball, and I think that, like I said, this may be the time that they get to another finals. Probably might not. He's definitely not going to wait. He won't lift the trophy. I know that, Tolu.
All right.
He won't be lifting the trophy, but he will definitely see a long time at the tournament.
All right, one man who all the hopes of Ghanaian football will probably rest on is the man who is at Arsenal, Thomas Partey. He's, I didn't quite know what he was when he was at Atletico Madrid. In the Spanish La Liga, you didn't know whether he was a central midfielder, whether he was a defensive midfielder, whether he was an attacking midfielder. For Ghana, he just seems to have the license to go forward. Seems to score a lot of goals for the Black Stars too.
Yeah, box to box. The closest they found to Michael Essien in recent times. When he was at Atletico Madrid.
32 appearances, 11 goals
11 goals, yeah. I mean, he scores quite a number, and, his reel for the Ghanaian national team would contain some absolute screamers because he can belt them from distance. He plays with the difference between Partey in Arsenal colours and Partey for Ghana is more confident playing for Ghana because I mean, he's one of their biggest stars, but came for big money to Arsenal. All of that pressure, first season, was injured for the most part, and Arsenal had a terrible season. So all of that sort of, impacted his confidence. But with Ghana, always on the front foot, always dictating the play, always going forward at set pieces, is a threat from corners. And like I said, from distance, always fancies his chances and he scores, and is going to be one of the star performers at this tournament.
So that's it on Team Focus. It's still We Move with Super Eagles. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the latest guys. We'll be marching up on head to head.
That lets you chat, call, read, play, and listen to music. Enjoy Ayoba with MTN. Download Ayoba now.
Welcome back. It's still We Move with Super Eagles. And now we have gone from talking tough to head versus head, and now it's time for Game On. This is the segment of the show where we reward our lovely audience. We reward them with freebies for their in-depth football knowledge. Are you guys ready for freebies? Yeah. I can't feel the ginger. How ready are you? Yeah. Okay, straight into the business for the day. First question. In 2000, Nigeria co-hosted Africa's most prestigious tournament alongside with Ghana. Who were Nigeria's highest goal scorers at the tournament? Okay. Anybody else? Okay, let him have the mic over there, please.
Emmanuel Amunike.
No, sorry. From the year 2000 to 2019, how many times have the Super Eagles missed out on Africa's most prestigious tournament? The man behind you, please, let him have the mic.
30 times.
Not quite. Okay.
Twice.
He got it right. So the answer to the first question, in 2000, Nigeria co-hosted Africa's most prestigious tournament alongside with Ghana, and the highest goal scorers at the tournament were Julius Agawa and Austin JJ Okocha with 3 goals each. Sorry. So can we have the winner of the freebie come and receive your prize? Is that how you actually walk, or your walking step actually changed? That's where you walk. Okay, congratulations. This is what you say to MTN?
Thank you.
All right. Okay, you can go back to your seat. Thank you. So better luck next time, guys. And with that, we have come to the end of the Game On segment. Remember to follow the conversation across our social media platforms at MTNNG on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook is at MTN Nigeria. And you could be in the studio with Bada, Tolu, and myself. So Tolu, over to you.
So, another week where we, unfortunately, Bada, go home with nothing.
Yeah, we get overlooked again. I wonder for how long.
And I knew the answers to that question.
Of course, we always know the answers to the questions.
Wow. All right, in case you missed the show, we have come to the end of it, but you can go to YouTube, and that's at MTN Nigeria, to watch this episode and previous episodes of We Move with Super Eagles. We had fun, didn't we, Bada?
As always, it was fun. It was us, going through the teams to look forward to at the tournament, the players to watch out for. And we're fast running out of those teams and the players to run out for. What that means is the tournament is around the corner.
The tournament is around the corner. We're running out of days. So that's been the show. We move with Super Eagles. Remember, it was proudly brought to you by MTN, the official communications partners of Nigeria's national teams, most especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria. My name is Tolu Shotade. Hope you had fun. We'll see you guys next time.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Super Eagles we move. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. See. We're not underdogs. We're Super Eagles. We're soaring so high. Against the Lords, we never say never. Fight until we win.